Motorcycle Maniacs, CC Rider coming at you from the back of this beautiful 2019 Indian Chieftain Dark Horse, also known as Cochise. Anyway, I have promised you a 1,000-mile review video, and here we go. Something. And why is this person honking like an idiot? Well, she's mad. Look at her. I don't know if you can see that. She's like slamming things. Oh, all kinds of good stuff. Road rage. If you're here, you're probably wanting to know my thoughts on this motorcycle. Maybe you're here because you're thinking about getting an Indian, or maybe you're here because you're thinking about getting a motorcycle for the first time, or maybe you're here just because you like to watch motorcycle videos. In that case, here we go. 1,000-mile review. The short answer is I love this bike. If you don't know, if you're first stopping by, I first bought a Indian Scout Bobber. I love that bike. I did not have it very long. I didn't get rid of it because I didn't like it. I got rid of it because my girlfriend got more into riding and it just wasn't comfortable for two people. So I got this bike. So I'm saying that to tell you I've had 2 Indians now, and of course the first one didn't have for very long at all, but I've got a little bit of experience on these motorcycles, and I love them. I mean, you know, you can always find, I guess, pros and cons to everything. I've given you a list of those things that I thought could be improved upon. But really, I mean, that was just me really being nitpicky. It was stuff that really doesn't bother me. It's just things that probably could have been done better. But as far as this bike, everything else, I mean, it's awesome. I love it. If you're here to find out about Indian and people's thoughts, go. I mean, I'll tell you, man, you're crazy if you don't go take advantage of a demo day and go ride these bikes before you make a decision on it, no matter what bike you're looking at. Whether it be a bagger, whether it be a smaller bike, like the Scout Bobber, or the Scout 60, the Harley 48, Harley Iron 883. You know, there's so many. You know, and then that, I'm just talking about American bikes there. There's, you know, obviously Gold Wings, there's sport bikes, there's everything out there in the world to choose from. So I think pretty much everybody does demo days. At least I know Indian and Harley do demo days like crazy. Go give them I mean, obviously ride Harley, ride whatever, but definitely don't scratch and don't say, hey, I'm not going to go ride the Indian. Go ride these bikes. I think you'll be really impressed. The balance on this bike it's amazing. It's a heavy bike. It's 800 and something pounds. I'm sick of these red lights. And it doesn't feel like an 800 and something pound bike. It's very comfortable to ride. Even in city, and cruising around. The radio on this thing is awesome. No complaints. It's super loud. I don't want to get rang up by the copyright police, but I'll give you a quick little demo. I can hear that clear as a bell in my helmet, and that's at 4, if you can see that. 4 and 5, I think, is probably the loudest I've had. That's 6, and that's pretty darn loud. So as you can see, the radio's loud. I mean, you definitely are going to hear it. Highway speeds, like I said, I think the loudest I've had it is 5, maybe 6 on the highway. But normally I cruise around town at like a 3 or 4, and then on the highway I'll crank it up to 5. But super loud, super nice, super good quality audio. I love the display on this bike. I've talked about that in the other videos about when I bought it. It's got a nice big display. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to go over the same things, but I mean, that's why I love this bike, is pretty much the things I've said in that one video on why I chose the Indian. As far as mechanically, obviously it's only got 1,000 miles on it, so no issues whatsoever. Starts, runs, shifts fine. Like I've said, the balance is amazing. The power on it, just stock, is plenty for me. I know there's a lot of people in there out there that, man, they want their bikes, when they hit the throttle, it's just gonna, you know, launch you. If I wanted that, I'd go buy a sport bike. This right here will get up and move. And like I've said in the other videos, another reason I chose this bike is it does have the riding modes, and you put it in sport and you definitely feel it. So like I said, that's kind of cool. You can hit that there, and you got tour, standard, and sport. I'm in standard, and that's normally what I ride around in. The touchscreen works very well even with gloves. So yeah, I mean, I think Indian, aka Polaris, I think they've done great things with the Indian brand. I think that they brought this bike back, and they've definitely kept with some of the old school Indian look, but they're also making it a fresh take on it too. But as far as just running around, and the seat on this bike, super comfortable. I have no complaints there. I mean, I hate to make the video like super short and not a whole lot of stuff to say, but I mean, what else can I say except I love it. I'm glad I made the decision. Nothing against Harley. Like I've told people in my other videos, I'm not hating on Harley. I think I would have been happy with the Harley Street Glide. I definitely like those bikes, but I think I made the right decision for me. You might go out and ride a Street Glide and fall in love with that and how it feels and how it rides, and that's your bike, and hey, I dig it, man. That is awesome. I rode this bike, and I rode the Street Glide, and I rode the Road Glide, and this is the one that I couldn't stop thinking about because of the ride quality and the features and all of that. So I love it, man. I've got 1,043 miles on it now, and I've loved every mile of it. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. I'm going to say it again. Go out and test ride an Indian. Give them a shot, and you might be surprised. Actually, I'm pretty sure you'll be impressed. You might not want to admit it, but I don't see how you can ride this bike and say that it's not a enjoyable ride. So get out there and do that. And if you got a bike, get out and ride. Just ride safe, people. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.